Enemy MOAB incoming.
Why hello ladies and gentlemen, how are you all today? It's Kirsty as usual, just wanting to do a little bit of a different intro just for one of the subscribers who for some reason thought that that would be funny to hear, so I hope you enjoyed it, Black Morph. Well anyway guys, as you'll see I'm playing Domination on Baccarat, or Baccarat, however it is that you want to pronounce it, and I'm actually using assault kill streaks. And that's for a couple of reasons. The big one being, it is Australian school holidays and I think spring break for you Americans. Which means there's lots and lots of annoying corner camping little bitch kids around. Which is a little bit painful. So instead of being shut down on high streaks and getting dirty missing out on MOABs, I've just figured that I'll play with assault, at least till the kiddies are back at school anyway. So yeah, I'm using Predator Missile, Overwatch and Pave Low. And I did cut out the first little bit of this game because it was a pretty big fail. I just had a game on this same map right beforehand and got an almost 100 kill game, but we just lost. So I can't post it, and I think I was sort of getting a little bit ahead of myself, and yeah, I just pretty much ran out cap flags and died a bunch of times. And seeing as that's boring, yeah, I figured why post that. Especially when the video is already about 8 minutes or so long, I figured there's no point boring you guys with all of the graphic details of my sad choke. Although this game definitely does improve, and honestly this should have been 100 plus, for a couple of reasons. One, me fucking up so badly at the start and just rushing in to die essentially. And the other is the time. I was playing on my own in a Groundwar game, and you don't really have quite as much of an ability to control the time limit when you're playing solo, as I'm sure everyone knows. We did win this game by a good few points, so if I had have had that bit more time, I think it would have been a lot nicer score at the end of the game. But it is a decent game, and you'll notice that I do speed a couple of bits up, because I don't know, it was a bit boring to watch, although it was funny, because the reason why I speed certain parts up are because you'll notice me going ham with my secondary. I've got no ammo in my primary, and because I play specialist all the time, that's just not a thought to me that, oh fuck, I need a gun, you know, maybe that'd be a good idea to go and find a gun. But no, stupid me just keeps killing these guys, and I just keep finding more, and I don't know, there's just something about all these guys in front of me. I don't know, I just wanted to kill them. And as you can see on the little ammo counter, I'm obviously pretty much out of ammo, but still, I just keep going, and of course the last guy I shoot had a stinger. So I've got about 4 bullets left between both my guns. So I sort of stopped to recollect myself, send in my Predator, send in my Pave Low, and then of course the only gun I find is a stupid ass sniper rifle. I think a RSASS or RSASS or whatever the fuck you call those things. So that's why I thought I'd just speed that up, and then I finally got onto an ACR, but I've still got the sniper, hence why I'm running so fucking slowly, but I'm too dumb to work that out at this point in time. So how is everyone's Easter? For anyone that does celebrate it around the world, I'm sure it would have been good for a few of you guys getting a break off school and work and all that good stuff. And I'm not going to complain about a public holiday, although my Easter was quite disappointing, up to a certain point anyway. It was all going great until, I don't know, my landlord was in the roof of my house the night before Easter, right? Because we have these possums that like to come and live in our roof. I know, how like stereotypical does that sound? I'm Australian and all, and yeah, there is possums in my roof. And I'm being totally serious about that. We live in this rental property, and we sort of live in the outskirts, sort of suburbs, and I don't even know how to explain it around here, but it's a little bit sort of bushy, so lots of trees, lots of wildlife, all that sort of good stuff that a lot of people actually picture when they think of Australia, you know, kangaroos and koalas and shit like that. Yeah, I actually have all that shit right in my backyard pretty much, and at the moment right in my motherfucking roof. which was what I started talking about in the first place. So these bastard possums, on and off, have been getting into our roof. And they scratch big holes in the walls and things like that. And a few months ago, we actually woke up first thing in the morning, and there was a big brush-tailed possum in our bedroom. I mean, in the motherfucking house. And this isn't the only time it's happened. It's actually happened since, but we managed to block that little bastard behind a cupboard so that he couldn't actually, you know, freely roam around the house. But the first time it happened, the little cunt actually got in. So, yeah, that wasn't that great. And we've been having similar problems ever since. So the landlord got in the roof, fucked around with the power, and for some reason the next morning, I was recording stuff on the PVR, finished all that, and then my TV blew up. Which, yeah, was great. And it's also done something to the HDMI of the PlayStation. Don't ask me why. So, a couple of $1,000 damage later, yeah, it wasn't a very impressive Easter, I must admit. So I'm not really sure what that's gonna do to my channel and things like that. I'm hoping the PVR still works. I can't see any real reason why it shouldn't, but everything else that was plugged in at the time did get fried. But it wasn't turned on, so I'm hoping that it would have saved it. But, so for me, that means my gaming setup has changed a little bit recently, which I absolutely hate. And when I say hate, I mean I hate it. We used to have this, it's sort of a large LCD computer monitor, and for some reason that seems really good to play on. I don't know, there's just something about smaller screens. I find really large screens are quite unplayable in comparison. Like, we've got a big TV and it's 55, 58 inches, something like that anyway. It's huge. And that's the one that decided to blow up. But I wasn't actually playing on that, I used to just record on that. But because the monitor that I have upstairs only has HDMI cords, it now leaves me a little bit fucked. So I'm playing on this piece of shit TV that belongs to my boyfriend's son, and it's not very good. For some reason it likes to just flash to a black screen at complete random, getting me killed. The quality's not that great, and it just feels huge compared to what I was playing on. So it might slow down the gameplays, or it might not. We'll just have to see how it goes. Because at the moment I'm struggling a little bit to play on it, but I'm sure it'll get easier with a little bit of practice. So that's pretty much where I'm at the moment, guys. Blown up TVs and possums in the roof and all that good stuff. Not. This gameplay is going to be coming to an end right about now. I think the final score was 76 and 7, so I can't really complain about that. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay, guys, and I'll see you all soon.